Hello, my beautiful souls. The Awakened Dreamer here to give you your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 22nd of February, 2022. Thank you so much for joining me. And I do want to remind you, as always, this is general for the day, so just take what resonates and don't stress over what doesn't, okay? And as always, thank you in advance for your likes, comments, and if you haven't already, do subscribe to the channel, okay? Join this community. And moving forward, the overall message I channeled for this Tuesday, communication is key. Communication is key, okay? Let's put this to the side as I struggle to get my voice back. We're going to pull for each quarter of the day from the Sacred Forest Oracle deck, okay? And then I believe we're going to use the small everyday tarot for further clarification. Let's see. For Tuesday the 22nd for my beautiful collective. Okay. This feels right. Okay. Alrighty, as I get these in order, truth being an underlining focus for this day, okay? There's something about speaking your truth or just trying to understand somebody else's truth. With the day speaking upon communication being the key, it just feels like, yes, it's important to communicate throughout the day, but effectively. Not over communicating, but not holding back as well, okay? Communicating in a multitude of forms as well. An underlying focus as well on leadership, an activation within certain connections or one specific one. Getting your voice out there throughout this Tuesday, okay? We're beginning the first quarter of the day with refuge. So let's pull some tarot to speak upon this. Feeling quite angelic throughout this first quarter for one reason or another. Very much spiritually connected, okay? An enchanted sort of magical vibe about this first quarter for one reason or another. So a lot of communication right off the bat, feeling as if you do need to put in a level of work, effort towards your business, your project, your job, whatever it is for you, and it being successful, but all the meanwhile, it just feels like you're trying to accomplish a lot, okay? Or you could feel as if you're receiving a lot of feedback or just a specific individual or multiple people, friends, loved ones, reaching out to you. I'm hearing feeling popular, okay? Wanting to sort of escape the mundane work routine or what you have to obligation-wise fulfill, but just in this first quarter needing to do what you have to do and having the comfort of communication all the meanwhile, even if it feels like a lot on top of everything else that you're accomplishing. Wow. The Ace of Cups at the bottom, as well as the Ace of Wands, thinking about new beginnings, feeling quite abundant in a multitude of ways, a multitude of forms, even just in this first quarter, but throughout the majority of the day as well. Thinking about where you want to head to, what you want to accomplish, what your future entails. Moving on to flow. They say go with it. Go with the flow, okay? Talking about your pathway as well, your individual path, what that entails. I apologize if that sounded a bit weird. I am spoken through in these readings. Six of Swords. Yeah, thinking about what to leave behind. Going with the flow in regards to something you're about to head towards and what you're leaving behind. All right, going with the flow when it comes to a specific somebody as well. Thinking about the past, right? Wanting to leave something in the past. For a lot of us in the second quarter, there's a focus on what we're moving towards that will make us reminisce or remind us of a past chapter in one way, shape, or form. There is an underlying focus at this point on a situation that's leaving us quite limited or trapped, as I am pushed to show the World card as well. A reminder that you're not limited by the situation, and I feel like for a lot of us, we'll be replacing it soon enough, and therefore being pushed to reflect in a lot of ways. Don't overthink though, okay? As you're reminded your world's changing, and that completion definitely is a must. What is your inner truth that you've gained through this limiting situation, through the change that you're about to embark upon or just have, okay? Anyways, I just feel like there's a potential to overthink in the second quarter. Just try not to. You're going to feel as if your thoughts, your dreams are very connected to a specific somebody. More prominent, your thoughts at this point in the day. Go with the flow when it comes to this, because that isn't easy to wrap one's head around. Interesting wording. As I do feel like within love, within certain friendships, even people you're reconnecting with, if you're getting your voice out there in a public platform or on a public platform, excuse me, there's more than one wish fulfillment coming through, feeling quite abundant once again as we begin the second half of the day with love. Love is in the air. Being aligned with the Refuge card, being reminded that you're protected when it comes to love, not to compare it to the past. A specific somebody is going to be very much, I'm hearing enamored by you, just very much into you, wrapped up in your voice, your words, your communication. But do you feel as if their communication is up to your standards? Is it enough? Is it too much? Something to think about, but also to think about the balance of two types of communication. It feels like you're not the same type of communicator as them. One of you, if not both of you, have a little bit of anxiety, but there is a very kind of passionate, fresh start that takes an underlying focus in this third quarter, okay? Being pushed to recognize that you want a passionate, fresh start with them, okay? You want to experience love in the right direction, in the right way this time around. Thinking about somebody very heavily at this point, even if you're accomplishing other stuff. The communication being very, very, they're saying prominent, being fast-paced. Once again, think about how if somebody's communicating too much, right, they're overly wordy or too expressive and you're more simplistic, the two communication styles or effort, different amounts of effort kind of balance things out, okay? It could be more reversed, but either way, it just feels like the two of you are either discussing or thinking about hopping on a chariot together, or your individual chariots and going after different goals, new places, potentially thinking about traveling. Communication is key though, okay? As it does feel like there could be a bit of a battle within one of your situations, if not both of yours. Some of you could be a conflicting connection in one way, shape, or form, but do remember that love is in the air and you're protected all the meanwhile. There could be a reminder in one way, shape, or form that you are protected spiritually on one level, or that somebody wants to take care of you love-wise and within this connection, or you could just want to take care of this other individual, however it works for you. We're finishing up the day with family and uncertainty. Okay, and it's interesting because it was flopped around the other way, but then I was told to put family under the uncertainty card. With an underlining focus in this fourth quarter on family, communication being key with them as well, okay? Feeling a bit uncertain, or you may pick up on a bit of uncertainty when it comes to a certain individual within your family. This could be a soul family as well, and not necessarily blood related, but going with the flow when it comes to that communication, as I feel like you may be on a different page when it comes to a specific somebody, but it feels like there's a lot of love in the air when it comes to your family connections as well, specifically with one other individual, even if there isn't a full understanding. Either being viewed as the Queen of Cups, a little bit emotional but confident, or viewing somebody else in your family as that way. It does feel like your future feels a bit uncertain at this point to wrap up this Tuesday, but for whatever reason, you're being reminded that you're protected once again and that there's a lot of abundance that lies ahead, as long as you trust your intuition and go with what feels right and adapt to the changes that come to be. It's once again a day where, on a multitude of levels, even if you're dealing with a lot of heavy energy to finish up this Tuesday, and even if you desire more control and are thinking about your savings with the Four of Pentacles, you're reminded that communication is key and you will gain a lot of perspective, a lot of praise, a lot of compliments, a lot of abundance moving forward. And it's a day where that reminds you to go with the flow once again, as there's just more than one form of communication that leads to success. All right. So I hope this reading was truly helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Go have yourself an amazing Tuesday, and I'll see you next time. Bye.